In association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Tour Championship. Welcome to the permanent home of the Tour Championship, where the likes of Brandt Snedeker, Tiger Woods, Jim Furyk, Bill Haas, Henrik Stenson, and Billy Horschel took the title and the $10 million prize that goes with the FedEx Cup. Designed by Donald Ross and played by the greatest players in the game. This is Rich Lerner, along with Frank Nobilo in the booth for EA Sports. Let's jump down to the action. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. Even par, currently.
So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in. But very deceptive green to read. It's actually really flat.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Good-looking shot right here. That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. So just a formality here. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. This is a good driving hole. From the championship tee box, players will aim just to the right of those fairway bunkers. A left center fairway position is ideal. Right center workable, but it means dealing with the right greenside bunker on the approach. Like many others here at East Lake, the green is sloped from back to front. That's classic Donald Ross, making ball position on the green critical. Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Appears to be tracking well. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Locked in on the read and the speed. can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line.
He's gone for a little extra. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big.
Oh, huge. Huge with a capital H.
Busted that. It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Oh, chance for birdie.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
So a tester from 4 feet. Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars, the 15th. It is only 525 yards, and if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. It is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards. And this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. With that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. He'll need to be strong with this.
Well, that's the best that was going to be, on the fringe.
Not too bad. Pretty good shot right there. And getting ready for the putt. Good effort and good par putt. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sport PGA Tour proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to fact, though. I think at the end of the day, he's forgotten.
Frank, it's been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey.
That gap's got to fill. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
That's a solid par putt. Now to the third hole, and Frank, again, it is relatively short.
But well bunkered off the tee, Rich, so a decision to be made here. 2 bunkers down the left side. The one on the right doesn't really come into play, but it's a good line to hit it over the left-hand edge of that right bunker. Oh, that's fine.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. That one is in the bunker. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, Frank, he'll drop at least one shot here. That was not his best effort.
No, poor is the easiest way to put that. He knows it.
He's made it. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. This has not been pretty so far in the second round. Frank, what are you seeing?
Ball's just going everywhere. Out of control, really. A lot of poor decisions. So right now, we better see a turnaround.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards.
In the direction of the sand.
It looks like it. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see.
Not a problem there, Rich.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. He'll take par and move on. That wraps up another round here at East Lake Golf Club. And for all of us here at EA Sports, this is Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo saying, until next time. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Tour Championship. You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. That's costly right there.
Painful.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in. But very deceptive green to read. It's actually fairly flat.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Good swing, good shot yet again. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Wow, I thought he made that. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, and another good par 4. The 13th is 476 yards, and once again, a classic Donald Ross green sloping from back to front. And really, that makes positioning so critical. Need to get the ball in play off the tee here, have a chance to put the ball in the right spot, and then maybe you have a go at 3. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Pretty good effort right there. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. And that's in for a par. Straightaway par 4 here at East Lake in the Tour Championship. The 14th, 442 yards.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Suddenly a ray of sunshine with that birdie.
There is hope. And on the top 25.
3 rounds in the books, outside the top 10 going to the final 18. Frank, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you're going to have to approach the final round in a couple of different phases. Try and be aggressive early on. If you do get a few birdies in the bank, you really still can fancy yourself with a chance to win. It'll all depend on that start tomorrow.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. Beautiful looking shot right here.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, really a great roster of past champions here at East Lake in the Tour Championship.
I remember back in 1998 when Hal Sutton won, that's when we realized East Lake should be back on the rotor. You go all the way through to 2014 where Billy Horschel, he certainly wasn't the favorite for everybody in the field, but it showed you how important form was. To finish second at Deutsche Bank and then the win at the BMW and then the win at East Lake in the Tour Championship to take everything shows you why form at the right time is so important in this game.
Billy Horschel actually came into the FedEx Cup playoffs in 2014. I believe it was outside the top 60 in points, and then he caught fire and he put his hands around that FedEx Cup trophy and the $10 million bonus to go with it. Settles in over the putt. So another bogey on the scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
There are just two par fives here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the five pars, the 15th. It is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. That's in the fairway. This is always a pivotal shot around the second here at the par 5 15th. Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. These putts keep the round together.
Well, Rich, if there's something to be taken out of this tournament, then it's that right there. Eagle. They've been hard to come by.
Maybe you can build on that. Players now arriving at the 16th hole, 481-yard par 4, and Frank, the pressure is really starting to mount here in the final round of the Tour Championship.
Oh, you can smell that $10 million right now. You can also see that fairway shrinking. Notice the look of those four bunkers down the left. The fairway gets narrower and narrower the further you go down. You can try and fly it past them, but this is going to be another one where the tee shot's downhill and the second shot. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. This is a good-looking shot. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. You can't leave it short, Frank.
Oh, and especially right in the middle.
So they'll tap in.
good roll. Solid. That's a par. Frank, final round of the Tour Championship. Just a couple of holes to play. And this is one of those spots where the moment is really so big and the potential for catastrophe with the water left is really so glaring, making this quite a hole.
It's the only hole on the back nine where the water is just obviously away. And that becomes the feature all the way down the left side of this magnificent par 4. On the other side of the fairway, there's 3 bunkers in that perfect position should you stray a little to the right. So it requires your best tee shot. And the second shot also requires your best judgment. The reason why? That green just slightly built up and protected by that front bunker.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
So Rory McIlroy now lurking, Frank. He is starting to close the gap on the leaders.
Yeah, 3 shots might look a big gap right now, Rich, but with holes in hand, that can quickly change.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Really? This is an awkward length. Just seems an absolute waste. Got to take your time.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. That was not a very good read right there. He'll have 17 feet on this putt. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
No doubt would love to have this one back. That's a double bogey, 2 drop shots. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.